There is one short topic in this area, and that is pterygopalatine fossa. Already taught to you. There has been a good lecture on this topic by Kasra already. So I am just revising it for you, because the reason we revising this topic is very difficult to remember. So teachers teach it, but it's very difficult to remember. So first let's talk about the boundaries of the pterygopalatine fossa. Anteriorly, maxilla. Right, anteriorly there is maxilla. Then what is there on the superior on the medial aspect? What is there on the medial aspect? The palatine bone. Palatine bone. When we drew the lateral nasal wall, we said perpendicular plate of palatine. So beyond that is pterygopalatine. Okay, so this is perpendicular plate of palatine. इसमें foramen होगा, sphenopalatine foramen. मतलब ये foramen में से if you go in, you will enter the nasal cavity. We are on the lateral. Pterygopalatine fossa is on the lateral side of the nasal cavities. So we studied septum, then we studied lateral wall. Beyond that are pterygopalatine. Remember this. Then there is infratemporal surface of the greater wing of sphenoid, and then it is there superiorly. Greater wing of sphenoid superior. Greater wing of sphenoid superior. And the pterygoid plates. बराबर है ना? हमने जब ड्रॉ किया था अभी lateral nasal wall, what did we draw on the lower part? We said we had drawn two plates, perpendicular plate of palatine and the lateral pterygoid. Okay, and here there is this pyramidal process. So these are the components: maxilla, greater wing of sphenoid superiorly, maxilla anteriorly, pterygoid plate posteriorly, pyramidal process below, and what is there medially? Perpendicular plate of palatine. So next thing is communications. What are the communications of this fossa? So I am drawing like this. This is pterygopalatine fossa, and I am going to relate with this diagram. Anteriorly, it communicates with the orbit to the inferior, through the anteriorly it communicates with the orbit through the inferior orbital fissure. Okay. In this pyramidal process are greater and lesser palatine foramen. So inferiorly it communicates with the oral cavity. Everybody agrees उसके नीचे oral cavity. See, हम लोग बोले lateral nasal wall के lateral पे pterygopalatine fossa, maxillary sinus के behind. Okay, so below will be oral cavity. Your maxillary sinus के below will be oral cavity. Medially, I cannot show it. Medially, it will communicate with the nasal cavity through the which foramen? Sphenopalatine foramen. ये मीडियल होता है, मैंने तो ड्रॉ किया था ऑलरेडी फोरामेन. हम lateral aspect से देख रहे हैं. Laterally, where does it communicate? Laterally it communicates with the infratemporal fossa. Now I am not able to show lateral, so I am just writing. Laterally it communicates with infratemporal fossa via pterygomaxillary fissure. Via pterygomaxillary fissure. Via pterygomaxillary fissure. समझा? चलो, anteriorly it communicates with orbit via inferior orbital region. So this via is important. Inferior orbital. Medially communicates with the nasal cavity via sphenoid. Laterally with the infratemporal fossa via pterygomaxillary fissure. Inferiorly oral cavity via greater and lesser palatine foramen. Posteriorly it communicates with middle cranial fossa via foramen rotundum. Posteriorly it communicates with foramen lacerum via pterygoid canal. Therefore, whenever I was teaching pterygoid canal, I said sympathetic plexus around the internal carotid artery forms the deep pterygoid nerve in the foramen lacerum, and it joins the greater petrosal to form nerve to pterygoid canal. Okay, and it communicates with the pharynx. Via palato-vaginal canal. Via palato-vaginal canal. चलो बोलो communications. Okay. And then the main content of this is maxillary nerve, pterygopalatine ganglion. Maxillary nerve is here. So what will be the branches? Orbital branches will go anteriorly. Nasal branch, the nasal-palatine branch will go through the sphenopalatine foramen and supply the nasal structures. Then there will be pharyngeal branch which will go behind to the pharynx via palato-vaginal canal. Pharyngeal branch. Okay. Then there will be the palatine branches. एक बार आपको ये याद आया आपको palatine branches, nasal branches, then pharyngeal branches, orbital branches. What are the 4 branches arising from the pterygopalatine ganglion? Orbital branches, nasal branches, the palatine branches going down and going behind are pharyngeal branches. But this we talked about what it gives, what it receives. Come on, what it receives? Lacrimated nucleus, nervous intermediates, facial nerve, greater petrosal nerve. Greater petrosal joins the deep petrosal to form nerve to pterygoid canal. यहाँ से nerve to pterygoid. Pterygopalatine ganglion, zygomatic nerve, zygomatico-temporal, then zygomatico-temporal के बाद lacrimal, and then reaches lacrimal. Okay, come on, one more time. Lacrimated nucleus, मेरे पीछे बोलो चलो. Lacrimated nucleus, nervous intermediates, facial nerve, greater petrosal nerve, joins the deep petrosal nerve to pterygoid canal, pterygopalatine ganglion, zygomatic nerve, zygomatico-temporal, and this PowerPoint. So now the communications of the pterygopalatine fossa. Anteriorly communicates with via medially nasal cavity via laterally Thyromaxillary fissure. Posteriorly, 3 communications. Middle cranial fossa via pterygoid canal via and via. Now, internal carotid artery had 4 parts: cervical, petrous, cavernous, cerebral. In the petrous part, we had talked about few branches, caroticotympanic branches, and then we spoke about artery to pterygoid canal. So this pterygoid canal to that artery to pterygoid canal of the internal carotid artery comes in. So there are 2 contents of the pterygoid canal. One is artery to pterygoid canal and nerve to pterygoid. Artery is branch of internal carotid and nerve is formed by the union of greater petrosal and deep petrosal. Thank you so much.